Hello guys, it is me. Welcome back to another cash envelope stuffing, and today we have a couple different things to be implemented. I made some new envelopes, I have some new categories, so I'll explain all of that. So I kind of split up some of my categories and I'll explain that to you. Like for example, needs was stuff like face wash and things like that, but also I combine needs with a category, for example, like gas. And I felt like that wasn't really working out too good, so I made a separate gas envelope. And then another example, wants. Wants included things like fast food. I found myself spending more money on food and not enough on like my wants, so I made a food envelope. So kind of things like that. So we're gonna have a couple of more categories, and we are also going to have less money being put into those categories because I broke them down a little bit more. So let's get into the categories. So some of the amounts are just gonna change. So we are gonna have wants, and wants is gonna get 7 a week, so that's gonna be 28 for the month. Then we have food is gonna be getting 4 a week, so that is 16 for the month. Then we have our regular needs is gonna get 5 for the week and 20 for the month. Then we have gas is gonna get 9 for the week, so that's 36 for the month. After gas we have debt is gonna get 9 for the week, 36 for the month. Then we have rent's gonna get 10 for the week, so that's 40 for the month. And then we have our savings is gonna get 6 for the week, which is 36 for the month. And then we'll go over to here. We have Indigo Monet Co, and that is gonna get 6 for the week, 36 for the month. And then I have my trip, and my trip is gonna get 13 for the week, and that's 52 for the month. And I'll explain the categories that need further explanation when we get to them. So there we go. So we are just going to, I also have some bigger envelopes, but we'll get into those. I'm just gonna spread them all out here. These aren't new, these are old, they're just empty. And we'll kind of just mix them up a little bit. Really doesn't matter. So first we have wants, and wants is getting 7. So that is 5, 6, 7. I spent my wants. So it is completely gone. And we'll just cross out the wants. So then next is needs. Needs is also empty. So needs gets $5 for the week. I honestly think this is gonna help me. Even though it's getting less, I think it's just gonna help me break down the categories into more specific categories. You know what I mean? It's just gonna help me in the long run. So then we have Indigo Monet Co. For you guys who don't know, my first name is Indigo, my middle name is Monet. I am a freelance graphic designer, and this envelope is just dedicated to that and those just little things that I might need. And that is gonna get $6. So 5, 6. Oh. Then we have this money still in there. So now we have That is the wrong way. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. $24. And this will help just with really anything. Any of my creative needs. This is kind of what that is going towards. So we'll cross off that. So next, rent. And rent gets $10. But before we do that, I made 3 new envelopes. And they're bigger envelopes. And these are going to be my sinking funds. So my sinking funds is going to go in these bigger envelopes. So rent, I don't need to carry around rent everywhere. You know what I mean? So rent is going to get $10. So we'll take the 10 and then we'll just empty this. So this is going to be, this I don't need anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be needing this envelope, so I'll just put it to the side. And then rent, so 20, 40, and then this will just go in this larger one. I'm actually very proud of the larger ones. For you guys who don't know, I made these myself, and I also made the mini ones myself, and I do sell them on Etsy, and I never did any larger ones before. So I'm pretty glad how these turned out. This is just gonna not be taken everywhere with me like my other ones are. So we have that. I'll just put that right there. And then we can cross rent out. So next we have debt. And debt goes to my bills, my credit card, things like that. And for debt, it's also considered my sinking fund, but I didn't make a bigger envelope for it. The reason I didn't make a bigger envelope for this is, say I need something, or say I want to get food and the food doesn't accept cash, they only accept card. I'll be able to use my card and then put whatever money I have in food that I was gonna spend, I'll put it in this envelope, so that way I'm still not just wasting money and I still know where it's going. So that's why I didn't make a bigger envelope for this. So debt is going to get $9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it has 20. So now, oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now debt will have $29. Cool. We'll cross that off. And then next is savings. And savings, I made a larger envelope for. Don't need my savings with me all the time. It's not a necessity. So savings gets $6, so that's 5, 6. And then we'll take this out. Again, this, we're not gonna need this anymore. So then we'll just put the money together. So 20, 25, 26, 27. And savings is just for things like birthdays, holidays, you know, Christmas. So I don't need this with me all the time. So now it's just in its own separate envelope. And we'll cross off savings. And now we have the new envelopes. So the next category is food, and food gets $4. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to limit my fast food intake, and $4 a week will definitely limit that for me. So cool. Cross off food. Next we have gas. So gas is going to get $9. Actually, gas is going to get $10. Let me fix that. 10, so 40. That just looks awful. gas is going to get $10. My bad, you guys. So gas is going to get 10. Oh no. Okay. Cool. I'm glad I got that figured out. So gas is there. We can cross off gas. And then these 2 envelopes is income, just in case I get some tips or things like that. That doesn't go straight to my bank. And then back to bank, just I can take things back to the bank where they belong. So my trips to the bank, I have this. So that's handy. And I have one more envelope, and this one is called trip. So I am planning on taking a trip to Massachusetts later this year, and my goal is to save around $500 for that trip. So I calculated it, and it's going to be $13 every single week for the next couple of weeks, because it's not till like October, November, so it's at the very end of the year. But I thought it would just be a good idea to save now, and it's in the bigger envelope because I won't need it. So my trip is going to get $13. So that is 10, 11, 12, 13. And open this up. Oh, hello. Hello. It's stuck. Okay, cool. And we'll cross trip out, and that is it. So I'm really glad I could make these extra envelopes. So we have one last thing to do, and that involves this. So let me do this. So I'll turn it this way. So I am doing a savings challenge, and I work with a pretty small amount. I usually have $60. This time I believe it was like $70-ish that we were working with today, because I added some new things and moved some things around. But we do work with a small amount every single week, and I was struggling. I was like, don't know if I have enough to even do a savings challenge, but I was like, the easiest challenge, you're working with money all the time, you're gonna get change back, save your coins. So that's what this is. So let's grab my wallet and empty her out. I actually have a lot of change in my wallet right now. There's more, and I think that is it. And then from this change, let me close the pen. From this change, I always take 4 quarters out, and I keep them in my wallet just in case my amount total at the store or wherever is like 501. I don't want to give them $6 and then end up getting 99 cents back in change. So I like to have at least 4 quarters in my wallet at all times. But this is the amount, and this is a lot of change. I see nothing but quarters here mainly, so I don't like to count it. I like it for it to be a surprise, but you know, like at the end. But it's definitely a good amount, so I'm very excited. So we'll just add this here. I can't wait till this starts filling up. Like, it's getting just a little bit heavier every time, and you can see just the difference. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys for joining me for my last envelope stuffing of the month. But I'll be right back next week. You know, next week is the start of February already. Yeah, so something I always say at the end of all of my videos, it doesn't matter how much money you're working with. If you want to start doing these, start doing them. I do it with a very low amount every week, and my envelopes are just building up. It grows. It makes a difference, you guys. It really does. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.